All right, we'll see what the compositions are in this first round. Looks like, oh, GB actually started with the super player. That
Smart.
is that Tatha? No, that's AGL picking up that super first. Interesting. Not expected from them at all. Meanwhile, we've got 4 assaults and 1 recon on FLRK. Some weapon swaps, getting the ZRS.
Playing recon ramp here, going for red room. Start paired up push. Yes, it is.
We got kind of players on. Looks like FLRK is getting some server control, but doesn't see anybody. They are on the ghost. They could call out some players with it if they feel comfortable.
Yeah, not a Ghost Brigade player in sight here. Instead, going for banana by the looks of it.
Yeah, GB's like peeking up slowly on banana, but there's 2 players at that catwalk. You're definitely not gonna be able to push that as a super support unless you give yourself really lucky super shots.
Which, oof, people have a low HP there.
Quick trades near the server. Lamp getting 2. Now it's a 4v3 against the GB.
Nice up gets Sergio there and traded from Putty.
So now FLRK is next together. Putty's in the vent, and Marmo's like in a position to support, but not immediately.
Lamfada might get picked off by Putty.
Well played from GB there. Like definitely maybe distracted by Putty there. Putty excellent trades. Now it's a 1v1 against an 11 HP player. What do you do, Putty? The round is yours. You need to decide what you want to do. How aggressive are you going to play? How risky are you going to go? Looks like he's moving around. Looks like People Lover's just like, okay, I'm going to cover the ghost because he's got to cover if he wants a chance at winning the round. He is spotted, but he doesn't get killed.
GB won't know he's low HP. Yeah, he won't know he's low HP. Don't think Putty's... Yeah, Putty has not got any kills so far this round. So that is in his favor.
Thing is, there's only 10 seconds on the clock now, so he needs to move right now if he wants a chance to win the round, but he's just too scared, which is appropriate, because if you don't check every single angle here, maybe People Lover is just hiding in a really dumb spot and you die and you lose the first round. So well played by both players there.
Yeah, good to recognize that, to go for the tie, because like you said yourself, those first 2 rounds really do determine the momentum of the map, and he recognized, okay, let's not give it up. Does get picked off, and that does give Corporal for Putty, but he's going to be assault, so he only gets a super.
Still though, like if GB gets a cap, he will just zoom straight to Sergeant. So it actually is an important distinction. So we get the 4 assault and 1 recon on FLRK again. Meanwhile, the 4 assault and 1 support on GB again.
And that support is going back up banana, but via the opposite route this time. Will FLRK defend it? Yes, they do.
We got fighting in both banana and server here. Trades flying fast and furious.
FLRK contesting banana, but not really pushing down at the moment.
Nice already calling with the ghost. He's already pressuring GB like, hey, I'm gonna cap if you don't come back. And BK's in a good spot. Plante is too, but now there's just 1 left.
He can cap. He can cap. Yeah, they have recon ramp.
BK can cover it. If you can't just run that now, like as I was gonna say, like now BK's in a scary spot there. Oh, BK, you absolute madman! Almost gets the clutch 4v1, but Lamp does take him down at the end. Damn.
Some very good individual play here from Ghost Brigade, Putty and BK playing very well.
Yeah, FLRK almost threw that round. Like they just did not respect BK's height advantage there, and like he has complete oversight of the ghost cap in that specific position. So if you're just moving, like just slow walking the ghost, he's gonna kill you.
Same compositions, but we're seeing AGL go for the ZRC instead of the super. That is smart, I would say, for this map, unless he plays server.
Looks like FLRK's a little split up here. They got 1 player server, a couple at the ramp, some banana. Just mostly like kind of feeling out where GB is this round, it looks like.
Yeah.
Putty tosses an agent to the server, but doesn't get anybody.
Yeah, they're holding dark server, so they're safe from that.
Putty gets the first pick of the round.
Yeah, GB playing further back this round is working in their favor, actually.
Yeah, so it looks like Putty's just like getting... Oh, he's ran out of ammo! Do they push him to kill him? He's got backed up by the support here. Very well played.
They've got
Nice
the ghost ball.
dropping the
That's got to
ghost
play for
wisely.
it.
Lamp trying to equalize the rounds, and now it's a 3v4 instead of a 3v5. Nice gets taken down by BK, who's only at 21 HP, but there are multiple GB players in close vicinity. Edu gets tanked, and now he's very low.
Yeah, Ace giving away his position there, grabs the ghost, moves it through main, forcing GB's hand here. They'll have to react to it, but they have Tofa in a defensive position.
He's an absolute madman. There's only 2 of them left versus 4 players, and it doesn't pay off for him. He wasn't even calling with the ghost there.
Yeah.
Like banking on just that they wouldn't be in position, but they are. So the good thing is he's given Lamp time to move forward and cover the ghost. Lamp is in the best
Lamp's
spot
in
he could
a-
ever
yeah.
be. And gets a free pick for it.
Yeah, he can easily clutch this.
And 2 of the players on GB are extremely low. Like, he just shoots them once and they're gonna die. So it's really up to Totha here to do the heavy lifting and carry the round. But
He has to have at least called that out. Nice.
well baited. Well played by GB there to force Lamp to try and catch up by doing the drop down, because BK was huffing the ghost to the cap. So well played by them to kind of drag them around to hit their pace and not just let him take them apart 1v1.
Yeah, the smart to go for the ZRS, pick up there mid round for AGL. You got to have that accuracy for that room in particular. It's got long angles to hold. As we see, same setup for both teams. MX for AGL.
Yeah, not trading it though, surprisingly. ZRS is actually extremely strong on support, but maybe opting just feeling like he needs that little extra firepower for himself. Multiple players on Banana for GB, just a 1 pre-nade here from FLRK.
Watching server.
Does perfectly land out on Agile. Early lead for FLRK, 4v3.
Tofa gets picked off by Ace. Ace can go in here and get a good flank.
Putty's fighting Lamp in the server. They're both trying to get the 1-up on each other. If they get Putty here, then GB's in a terrible spot, and they do.
Yeah.
So now it's just Marimo. He's like in a very odd spot to be. He's got players like right above him.
Yeah, he's gonna get shot from balcony.
Yeah.
There it goes.
He tried to reposition because he just, when you're stuck in that like trench at the exit of Banana there's not much you can do, but maybe just a little bit too late. BK earning that Sergeant for his team, but we've got double Sergeant for FLRK now, both Deva and Lamp.
Yeah, straight for the MX pickups there on FLRK.
We got a Supa pickup on FLRK here as well. Looks like they gave the MX, nope, they give the Supa to the Recon player, so definitely looking for an aggressive push from him this round. Or not.
Indecision on GB there for which route they were going to take. They've left their support behind.
People over in Lamp having heavy server control here. Looks like GB once again. They really like that Banana play.
Yeah. Very nearly did flash there. Ooh, they just got called out in the vent above glass.
Yeah, strong individual picks from GB this round, not getting them netting them a 4v2. Ace is in the bathrooms with a GDS, but he is by the ghost.
Excellent peek there from BK to get Lamfarder.
Clean. Only 1 player died on GB that round, and the rest of the players are nearly full health, so...
Yeah. So 2-2 as we go into round 6, I believe.
Yep. You saw like a lot of indecision on FLRK's side at the start of that round. They gave the Supa to the Recon player, and then they traded it back after like 10-15 seconds, so... I think that kind of indecision carried into the later round, really just letting GB get these one-off pickups and just really let them snowball the round.
Yeah, we're seeing the effect of the communication here, because Ace does his trademark throw both guns as soon as he spawns, but not tell anyone thing. As we see Putty getting people.
Yeah, GB taking complete control of server there, and people over just kind of feeding himself to the meat grinder.
And FLRK clutching Banana. Can AGL clutch? He gets 1. There's a second. Gets the second. Nice.
Yeah, FLRK's just like a little bit too split here for these individual pushes. Like they just don't have anybody to back each other up. So when one of them goes down, that's it. There's nobody to contest it. So GB just chaining these kills one after another until the round is theirs. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, and this is what, like I said, down to in the pre-match when I said they like to play wide, and on a map like this, playing wide against a team like GB, it's very, very risky.
It looks great when it works, right? Those 2 rounds that they've secured. If they're able to get those individual pickoffs, they can close out the round because they've got better map control. But if they're the ones getting picked off, they have no answer. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust here to the additional fat pickup on GB. Now they got 2 MX supports.
But they've gone full assault player for FLRK and a Mosok.
Mosok can be good in point blank. It's got the same damage as the MX if you like are spamming it. So can't look down on the weapon in close quarters.
Ace has pushed main here, contesting suicide with a super.
Looks like Edgeal is kind of just like keeping them from pushing out through server. He just smoked it up. He's gonna like slow peek it. He knows there's players in there because the lights are on, but he doesn't look interested in pushing. Ace is in a really cheeky spot outside of their spawn, but he cannot push in. He's got a super, and there's a man waiting at the glass just hoping that he pushes.
Yeah. Buddy was holding that long angle, went for the grenade, couldn't quite find it. He knows somebody's there.
Very slow round from both teams here. I think both teams are feeling the heat now that it's 3-2 and the XP is starting to jump up for both teams.
Ooh, Ace is going to catch someone out here.
Oh, the slow walk. But do you check your corner, sir?
Oh, he considered it.
Oh, poor Putty just gets laid out. BK though in that superior position, like Ace, they know you're there, so they're gonna peek you, my guy. But definitely like a good early pick, but now it's still 4-4.
Yeah, Ace pulling the never maneuver. That's we've seen him do that before in matches where you jump over the doorway rather than showing yourself, and yeah.
Yeah, I think this may be a timeout unless one team starts to push very aggressively very shortly.
Cage's considering it.
Oh, Devastator missed him, and Agil also missed Devastator. They're both looking at each other for a second. BK takes them down. GB can absolutely capitalize. They have the time with the ghost. They need to pick it up like right now.
Yeah, the shots behind them. How did they not notice? There's someone coming in red room right now.
Lamp gets a free pick. So 30 seconds, and he's in a good spot to stop the push. But they can also peek him, double peek him.
Yeah, you can just walk around the box right now. But they've got someone at the top of... Yeah.
Alright, yeah, Joe, you need to just, like, survive. Okay, good. Tie round. Well played by GB to go for that cap there. Like, they definitely had a chance, just FLRK in, like, the exact perfect positions to kind of tear them apart from multiple angles and not give GB the amount of time to set up for an actual push.
Yeah, a lot of confidence was in from Lamfarder to be able to contest that from main on his own, as he's nearing in on Lieutenant.
I think the last round just really showed that both teams identifying that, hey, these early pickoffs are what's securing these rounds, so we don't want to be the one to give the first pick. It'll be interesting to see if they do that again this time. Looks like GB setting up defensively on ramp, maintaining server control. Looks like they're giving up... Oh.
Oh, got a clash at banana. Grenade comes in.
Nade's flying back and forth on banana, but nobody gets a pick.
Yeah.
Oh, BK gets a solo kill. The lamp is at 14. Devastator like trading a lamp head deal, but Marble is there for the trade. Now it's a 3v1. It's just Nice left against 3 players, and he's got a Mozok. He's also in a very difficult spot, but he is on the ghost.
Get to 1. Last 2 are fresh, and they have the call out. They know he's there.
Yeah, he needs to reposition. I think that's just a shame. Well played by GB, but whenever you're the last player alive on your team, it's extremely risky to just hold the same spot, especially when you're as exposed as Nice was there.
If you're in GB's position right now, do you adjust your player?
Nope, they haven't. FLRK hasn't shown any signs that they're able to adjust to your slow, methodical, like, we're going to work as a group and kind of grind you down play. Like, since GB just started doing this, they've taken, I think, 3 straight rounds. So until FLRK shows that they're able to address that kind of play, you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Looks like BK is peeking in the server, but doesn't see any of the lights on, so he knows that FLRK must be elsewhere. FLRK looking ramp at the ghost.
Nice trying to get into the recon spot. It's called recon spot for a reason, my friend.
Oh, there's 3 FLRK players just kind of stuck here with the 4th towards GB, but it's working. Devastator gets 2 kills, and they have access to the ghost, and they have access to the cap. Devastator's already pushed out, so they trade out BK, which is a very important kill. There's 2 GB players in the cap, furiously trying to hold against the push. Can they do it?
Paramount comes in.
The Mozok is not working. Lamp is at the flank, though. Gets the first kill. Can he get the second? He does.
Yes.
Well played by FLRK.
Yeah, Lamfarder consistently going for flanks here round after round on his own as he gets himself lieutenant, and he's getting a lot of value out of it.
I thought for sure that FLRK was in a terrible position when 3 of their players were just huddled together at the bottom of ramp. But turns out they were actually distraction that let Devastator get into position to annihilate those 2 players that were defending there for GB. So as soon as that happens and you've got that direct path to cap with the Ghost, like you put GB on the back foot, they have to respond to you instead of the other way around, and that really showed for the rest of that round.
Yep, so we're not seeing any spicy weapons from either lieutenant here, as we're seeing shots going through glass from Banana. First pick on Deva. Ooh,
Nice, almost goes down.
don't peek that again, nice.
Yeah, Agio was hungry for that. He knew he had to have been low. He's also got eyes on the Ghost. So GB can do the opposite that FLRK just did. They've got access to the Ghost. They can ram it towards the cap just as well this round if they want to. But they still have a lot of players camping Banana and the spawn, so maybe not in a position to make use of it just yet.
All it takes is one grenade to even it out. Oh, an unfortunate rotation there. Didn't quite catch the FLRK player pushing up.
All
As he's
people
now
over here
on
are
glass.
insane. How are you alive?
Yeah, he should be dead.
Oh, you're just like, you're an absolute madman, but if it works, I'm gonna call you a god. It's almost working.
It's good damage out, but gets picked off.
Just out in the open as an assault, but 1 HP Lamp, like trying to keep them from picking up the Ghost. Now they call them out. Ace is in a good position above the Ghost here in the vents, but it's just 2 players. The longer time you give GB, the more they're gonna be able to set up.
Yeah, and I think he threw a grenade there, which is giving himself away.
Putty's at 6 HP. He's got to be careful about hopping down here so he doesn't kill himself.
Oh, Lamfarder prematurely firing that Ace, rather. They definitely know he's there.
But can they kill him? They don't have anybody in position right now to actually flank that vent.
Yeah, he's going to get impatient as we see him pushing. Yeah. That ghost pickup triggered him to go in there. He felt like he had no choice.
The scary thing is, if he actually had been looking around for other players instead of the Ghost carrier, the other 2 players that didn't have the Ghost were like 1 hit each.
Yep.
So if he actually like just one tapped, and then just the Ghost carrier with a Kyla, that's winnable, 100%. But
Absolutely.
It was definitely a do or die moment for him, so he gave it his best shot.
Yeah, couldn't blame him for it. So we see 2 lieutenants here for GB.
I wish that FLRK would go back to that recon pick. It was working for them early, and now that they're just kind of playing 5 assault versus 5 assault, GB's definitely feeling way more comfortable against that.
Yeah, I think they do need that recon just to get that early information to know where GB is playing. Like, which spot are they holding in this round?
GB also like playing very defensive. They're holding Banana, they're holding Server, they're holding... Oh, well, maybe they're not holding a server as securely as thought. Agil's uncharacteristically out of position, only one by himself. So now FLRK has an avenue to push in, but BK catches Deva reloading.
Ace getting putty there. He contested Banana late, which I think is really smart because GB always hold it early. So they saw nobody there, and they've left Banana for him now as he's rotating towards computers.
So now it's 3v3. It looks like FLRK
one.
is quite split looking for pickoffs, but Ace finds him.
Yeah. So he just got shot from behind. I don't think he noticed, though. Just be careful.
He does run straight into BK, like feeling too confident after that solo pickup. Doesn't have anybody nearby him to trade. So now it's back to a 2v2. Looks like BK and Marimo are like saying, hey, we've got the round advantage. Come to us. You want to win a round? Come to our spawn. We're not going to like take unnecessary risks here.
Yeah, and this is a spawn that's normally a little bit awkward to hold because of the long angles, but if you've got 2 people there, completely changes it.
Meanwhile, Nice has been in the same spot for like 30 seconds. It's pretty clear that they're not coming for you at this point. Lamp is similarly just watching the Ghost, like hoping that they'll come for it, but they're already 3 rounds up, so they've got no incentive to come risk a round. It's on you FLRK to push here.
Yeah, FLRK have probably said to themselves, we can't risk extending their lead anymore, we need to tie.
which just kind of works in GB's favor. Like, it's not bad for
Absolutely.
FLRK. It's better than a loss, but I think you should have at least one of your players should have gone for it that round. You can at least risk in the last 15 seconds one of your players pushing and attempting to get like 2v1.
Nice has to be considering that recon pickup. He's spawning late. He's got to be thinking about it.
Yeah, Lamp has access to an AA if they want to throw it on him. Meanwhile, GB has access to double lieutenant weapons, but wisely not picking them up. I think other than the AA, there's really no other weapon of choice that you can really do on this map.
Absolutely, and I think if this was Giga, I think Lamfardo might actually play a recon himself.
FLRK moving into server here doesn't see anybody. They do have a GB players watching the exit right next to each other, so I wouldn't recommend pushing that if I was you. But unfortunately for GB, they didn't realize that giving up server meant giving up that balcony, and that lets them get 2 easy kills on Banana.
Absolutely. If you play Banana on the regular, that balcony is your worst nightmare. So they've bunkered up in spawn here.
Yeah, so GB kind of falling back on the same strat as last round, saying, hey, as soon as we lose players, we're just going to like sit back and make you go with us.
But People Lover is doing exactly that.
Now it's a 2v1. Putty's actually, like, I think he should actually just leave. Like, go cover the ghost, go somewhere else. That way you're not quite so predictable, but
yeah,
he is holding a strong spot.
Yeah. And they have the call up, but he doesn't have the ghost in hand, so he doesn't know where he is. He just went for the kill instead.
Just the spray pattern there, you could see it like hitting the wall behind People Lover, just not favoring him. The NT gods were on People Lover's side in that engagement.
Absolutely, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, the ZRS is just... I know it's not really any different, but...
It's more accurate than the MXS, though, which I just showed in that specific engagement. So now,
spawning lad.
FLRK are coming back. 5v4. It's 4v5 for them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe GB might be kicking themselves for playing a little bit too defensive these last 2 rounds.
Yeah,
But heavy server can play from FLRK here. The nade
GB
just a
were
little
ready
bit
for
too
it.
far.
But FLRK are paired up. Oh, they're just around the corner from each other here.
Getting a quick pick off on Tothy here. They also have that AA for server and pushing out, so it looks like they maybe want to clear the enemy spawn with it. Maybe expecting GB to be there. Oh god, Lamp, you almost got a double.
Facial in an awkward position here. Somehow kills nice.
8 HP. Damn. Oh, Devastator survives the trap that BK laid for him. Now it's all of a sudden a 3v1. Oh, Agile, that nade! Maybe saving your round? Oh god, if he didn't get that, this would almost be unwinnable at the health total he's at, but...
Yeah, but Ace is on the hunt here. They've dropped Ghost? Question mark.
They had eyes on him, though. Like, Ace was just, like, on the hunt. He's saying, we need to get this player. I'd rather kill him now than waste time picking up the ghost, so... 5-5! Tie match.
Oof. So full assault play from both teams. Playing it very vanilla right now. Round 14. Anybody's game.
Ooh, we got a recon pickup.
Ooh, Lamfada, I like it. Silence Mosok.
Are we gonna see the Miso play where he goes to the recon spot and just sits in that window and has like complete view of main? I really hope so. That spot's really strong with the Mozok.
And there it is. He's doing exactly that.
We don't have any GB players contesting ramp. We got one like kind of covering their spawn, some banana, some server, but looks like FLRK identifying that ramp's open right now. They do have one player covering the exit to ramp, so let's see if he can win this 2v1.
He can easily get a double kill here. Yeah, there's one. He can't contest that with a Mozok from that like close range.
I think if they had pushed maybe together a little bit more, there was a chance. But now he's on the hunt. Oh, reloading! No. Oh, that was almost super bad for him.
Yeah, he saw the suppressor on the end of that weapon peek around the corner, and he knows where he is.
All right. Well, now GB are starting to put the pressure on FLRK. Now it's a 3v5. Lamp gets the first kill, but he's caught out.
But GB are spread out here.
Yeah, A is just too difficult to use from that distance for Deva, so now it's all on Ace. He's in the fence again. He can maybe, if he's got a nade left, chuck a nade when they pick up the ghost, but
Yeah, I was going to say tie out, but no, they have more than enough time to get that cap.
So he's actually in a really like they're GB are on both sides of him here. He needs to kill like 2 players and then run.
Pushing it.
Gets the first. Now you gotta get out. Nope, not enough time.
Nope.
Gets stuck trying to get back up on that copy machine.
Good attempt, but we're seeing that close, tight-knit play from GB. Even though I did say they're spread out, they did actually get back together and converge there. So very well played from GB to get that match point.
We got 31 and 9 for both Putty and BK. We've got 28 and 9 for Lamp. Definitely some really strong play from every player on this match so far. No funny guns from GB still, not surprised. They abandoned the AA on FLRK, maybe identifying that it's such a niche weapon that when you're not using it to its full effect, it's pretty weak.
Yeah, it's very common for AA players to just get one kill and then immediately get traded out and think, well, that was worse. Steve's contesting server.
Deva took a lot of damage there for free, but Maro gets a pick off on Banana.
But he's looking to push it, but he's rotating back instead.
Yeah, you see GB just holding a lot of angles here, waiting for the FLRK players to push in. Because again, they are up 1 round. They can absolutely afford to do this. You know, so it's going to be on FLRK to be the ones to kind of try and pick apart this defense.
Yep. FLRK have gone very static right now after trading bullets. Ace gets that. But GB are contesting server right now.
Deva and another player are just literally like both sitting on opposite sides of the ghost here. I don't know how effective that's going to be as a strat, but looks like GB are playing into them, pushing in. BK gets the first, but he's not going to expect the second. Deva's reloading, and oh, Lamp just saved his life. Oh my god. Putty was going to kill Devastator there 100%, but Lamp just saved him. So now it's Tatha as a support against 2 lit assault players. Can they run around him?
He's in an angle where he can easily cover this. They have the
like
call
FLRK are opting, like, say, we know where he is. Let's just go both with guns, both of us, and we should be able to get him. That looks like
smart.
their play.
Yeah, got in there.
Oh my god, he saw his feet. Poor Tatha. Not realizing that with the motion vision, your feet are actually exposed from underneath that little paper thing, so it gets taken out for free.
Yeah, computers is a difficult room to hold, especially solo, just because of the flanking capability.
I didn't even realize, but that was the last round. We are on. This is sudden death. If GB had tied that, they would have won the map. But now we're on sudden death. Next map, next win. Holy shit! All right, who's gonna have the balls to push here? Right? Who's gonna have the balls to say, "Hey, I'm gonna get the kill and win us this map," or "I'm gonna die and maybe throw"?
Well, we've got somebody on the ghost straight away as Putty gets the initial pick off. Putty with balls of steel to push up like that. Solo. No, he's not solo anyway. I'm stupid.
Now he's falling back to his team and saying, "Hey, you want to trade? Yeah, like, you know where I am. Come find me. I'm at the ghost too. Come on." But now it's FLRK who's got to try and equalize here.
I'm not seeing anybody. Oh, here we go. Someone pushing through main, but going to recon ramp instead. On Father on Banana.
Oh no, FLRK. This is you need, like, you can't let them get 1 more kill. If they get 1 more kill, it's going to be impossible to hold. People Lover and Nice are like holding hands here, which is good. Oh, Nice, killed, get him. Nice, you've got ghost control. You can capitalize off this.
He's gonna get pushed though.
Buddy's taking names. Yeah, just swarming as a group. GB. They just completely just took control of server. Very well executed push by them. All of them coming in basically at the same time. People Lover's here trying to stop the push, but he's gonna get called out. And they can just move around him, force him into them instead of the other way around.
Yeah. You think you're safe in that position on Heaven, but it is far from it.
Gets the first kill. Does not hear the cloak on the glass and gets killed for it. So well played by GB, winning sudden death here on first map.
Well, that was a very, very close first map. We did say it was in GB's favor. It was their pick, and we can see why. But we're going to Envoy here.